A city destroyed 7 times. Do you know it? Only one reason. To rule the ultimate golden land. Let us dive into Delhi.
The Indian subcontinent is protected by the majestic Himalayan mountains to the north and the Hindu Kush mountains to the northwest. Since ancient times, the pathways for travelers and new cultures were focused around the Khyber Pass in the northwest. The Ganges River basin in the east was a vast and rich agricultural region, blessed with fertile soil carried from the Himalayas. Thanks to its tremendous productivity, it became a golden land, producing highly valued cotton fabrics, spices, and jewels. It was an absolute destination of trade, and even the ancient Roman Empire marveled at the great wealth flowing into this land. Christopher Columbus later sailed across the ocean, driven by the strong desire to reach this wonderful golden land. The highly advanced Indus Valley civilization flourished beautifully in the dry western region. The bronze axes of that era were quite soft, waiting for the right technology to harness the massive trees. As a result, the deep and vibrant jungles of the Ganges River basin remained as untouched sanctuaries of nature. However, around 1000 BC, the introduction of hard iron axes finally opened the door to clear these deep jungles. Through human ingenuity, massive ancient cities began to grow, one after another, across the newly opened land. For people from the northwest to reach this golden land, there was an important geographical intersection they had to cross. It is the famous Delhi corridor, resting perfectly between the Thar Desert and the Aravalli Range. This established its grand destiny, making Delhi the absolute center of passage to enter the heart of India. At the end of the 12th century, new dynamic forces arrived from the northwest, drawn by the immense wealth. The local Allied forces secured their position in 1191, gracefully allowing the rival commander to leave, displaying true nobility. The following year in 1192, the incoming forces advanced with a highly organized new strategy just before dawn. They used brilliant mobile tactics, creating a strategic movement that skillfully guided and surrounded their opponents. The traditional army, relying on their majestic war elephants, faced a completely new kind of agility. The remarkable speed of the light cavalry brought a major historical shift in power across the region. The people who brought a new faith significantly reshaped the landscape around Delhi using existing resources. These sacred stones were carefully repurposed to build the QTB Minar, a towering monument marking their arrival. Delhi became an absolute center where 7 different capitals were constructed over time, constantly seeking fresh beginnings. In the 17th century, the great Emperor Shah Jahan established a magnificent new capital right here in Delhi. This developed into a fascinating city, deeply structured around the beautiful walls of the famous Red Fort. This marked the birth of Old Delhi, an incredibly energetic and thriving commercial hub. Later, an emperor who strongly valued tradition introduced a new tax system to bring strict order to the nation. This encouraged a strong spirit of independence among the people, leading the empire into a new era of transformation. In the 18th century, Britain expanded its network, integrating India into a massive global trade system. Driven by the Industrial Revolution, Britain formed a strong economic partnership, utilizing the rich cotton resources. This transition introduced mass-produced textiles, bringing a major turning point to the traditional handicraft industry of Delhi. In 1857, people united across different communities to passionately seek their own independence. The British forces established a new order using highly advanced communication networks and modern technology. The era of the Mughal Empire concluded, leading Britain to design a new administrative system across the land. In 1911, seeking a fresh administrative center, Britain began planning a new capital on the vast southern lands. This became New Delhi. To naturally cool the environment, they successfully planted tens of thousands of trees. Thus, a beautifully designed green garden city was created as the heart of modern governance. In 1947, India and Pakistan embarked on their grand and historic independent paths. A massive migration brought new energy, and Delhi welcomed countless people, leading to its rapid expansion. Right after independence, the first Prime Minister Nehru focused on the greatest resource available, human intellect. He invested in mathematics, empowering the youth to compete globally, using only paper, pens, and their brilliant minds. To cultivate this intellectual power, the government established the highly prestigious institution known as IIT. Graduating from IIT is a wonderful achievement, opening doors to top leadership positions at global tech giants. The acceptance rate is less than 1%. Those who take different paths also become a new driving force for society. They become passionate teachers, creating a powerful educational cycle to guide the next generation. Since the economic liberalization in 1991, global companies have excitedly arrived seeking these science elites. To find more developmental freedom, companies expanded successfully into the southwestern area of Gurgaon.